thing on our first week. So that being said, it's at the bottom of the screen, and that's how things work. It generally explains things. I'm going to call Ardent tonight's guest because he's the only previous guest that's still here. So, Mandy, thank you. Appreciate it. Much love. Audience sucks and I rock. I get it. No, that's the truth because I am a YouTuber. And I have learned how to use narcissism to my benefit. Let's be honest. That's what we're all trying to do. So things have transitioned. We have a little bit of a difference. We're going to do things slightly other, you see, because I am no longer trying to placate another. Hold on. Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. Chat, anybody in chat. This is generally specific, is it not? I am positive this is generally specific. I'm gonna give you your clip in a second. I'm just doing the thing. Has anybody encountered generally specific before? This guy here, right here? No? All right, terrible person. I don't advise you spending time with him. He tends to work for the government and is completely their fucking lapdog. Also, hold on, let me do this properly. Todd is an asshole. Allegedly. Todd, so that nobody gets it fucking mistook. Y'all may continue.
I've actually got to say my good nights. So,
oh no, are you going to end your stream? Redirect to me because I am greedy.
I will absolutely do that. I think I'm probably the only person watching it anyway, but sure.
Yeah, no, do what you do, bro. I don't give a shit one way or the other. I just like saying YouTube stuff.
Good enough. Anyway, speaking of YouTube stuff, if you are still watching and you're one of my followers, but not one of Caucasian Sasquatch's, what the hell is wrong with you? Get over here and hit like and follow, subscribe, do all that good shit. And money him now, money him good. And money me now, money me good as well. You can do that at my Ko-Fi. Also, if you come over to my channel, you'll see a merch link, which I would absolutely appreciate you picking something up from. You can find me on my channel, on YouTube occasionally, mostly on Rumble, always on Twitter. I have an addiction, and I'm sorry. Well, no, not that sorry. It's actually kind of nice. Picking fights on the internet with strangers. Great fun.
Have you considered debate broing?
I have, but I'm not particularly suited. Generally start swearing when people do something stupid.
I can give you the Cliff's notes on how to not do that. We can like short circuit that whole process and get you down to the kill. Have you seen Rob Noor recently?
No, not recently. And
but you are familiar with who I'm talking about. Yes.
Very, very.
Andrew Wilson, The Crucible, Rob Noor.
Okay, Andrew Wilson, yeah.
Okay, so go fuck around with Andrew Wilson's like group, and you'll eventually fall into the Rob Noor. You'll know who I'm talking about as soon as that shit happens.
Okay.
Once you figure that out, do the thing.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I think I have seen. Oh yeah, okay, that Normal America guy, yeah.
Me personally, I even found Squatch from. I started off on the Raging Tomato myself. And I kind of found a whole different group of people like Squatch himself and Rob Noor and then even Dusty. I found a lot of people on there. I got onto a Discord and everybody kind of shares their links and their lives and their videos. And it's actually a pretty good community to be a part of, personally.
Cool. I will definitely look into that too then.
Yeah.
In the meantime, as I was attempting to say, I have a general closing that I use. So
do the thing. Hold on. Stop now. Do the thing.
I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all continue to do well. And as always, rise and rise again. Until good night.
Until lions lay with lambs. Here's the thing I love about that. The thing is, I would rather face an army of lions led by a lamb than an army of lambs led by a lion.
Absolutely. With that, folks, I will wish you good night. It's nice to
Much
talk to
love.
you. Tom. Great
It
to
was
see you,
nice
Squad.
meeting you.
Bye-bye.
So I've never done this before, but I shared my live to my channel. I don't really know how exactly it works, so
Okay,
that's why
so-
I asked you. I was like, I should ask him before doing
Yes,
something like this.
ask the host, because sometimes we set up stuff for certain people and not others, and you'll set it up and stream it, and then we'll end it because we're
Yeah,
doing
that's
a
why
thing.
I asked you. That's why I asked you in the
That
private
being
chat.
said,
I was like, go ahead.
If they let you do it, you have to be careful. For one thing, one of the clips that I actually, 2 or 3 of the clips that I use are copyright claimed, but they will not give you a strike. They won't damage your channel. There's nothing wrong with them. If you have an issue with them, you can go click the button and delete them out of your stream, no problem.
No, okay.
When I do my shows that are just mine and not attached to anyone else, I always make sure to use copyright free stuff. However, once that shit's done, once I'm loose from my previous obligations, I will throw down some shit. I will flirt with the edge of being copyright struck. I won't play AC/DC, but I will fuck around near it, is what I'm getting at. So,
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, the whole YouTube thing is still kind of new to me. That's why I kind of go on a lot of other people's lives and just trying to feel with it and just trying to get with like the community and everything.
yeah.
Like I still don't.
So there's a couple of ways to go about that. You can just throw yourself out into the flotsam and jetsam of the Panaverse and deal with however you land, right?
Yeah.
That's how I ended up here. I did not intentionally join the Panaverse. I did not come over here to do live streams. When I started my channel, my intention was to read Westerns. I mean, listen to my voice, girl. If I read you a Western, you're going to sleep right now.
You have a like book voice. You have that radio voice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. I've had people since I started my channel. I've had people telling me, "Oh, well, you worked in Colorado from 1973 to 1976. Oh no, you were in Chicago from 1993 to 1995. You were in this location or that radio station or some other stuff." And here's another weird thing, and this is one of those things that happens like life. I won a state fair ticket, 2 state fair tickets, by answering a question on a radio show. And when I went to the radio station to collect my tickets, and I walked in and I was like, "Hi, I'm this dude over here, and I won these tickets," they immediately tried to hire me. At the time, I was making like $90,000 a year hanging still, and I couldn't see myself taking $30,000 a year to turn radio to be a radio host.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I did not see the idea that I might be entertaining, because my entire life I was told that I wasn't funny.
I've enjoyed every show that I've been on, even the debates, your chill streams, whatever it is. I think you definitely have the voice for YouTube. You definitely have the voice for.
I kind of have to be careful with it when I'm messing around with other channels, like the Raging Tomato, right? I attract attention from people that I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
And it's because when they start talking bullshit, and I'm like, "Well, listen, we have to keep everything fair and even," you know, and I come in and start talking. It takes someone who knows me and has encountered me and has spoken with me before in order to try to talk over me, because I have the voice of reason behind me. I sound like the voice of God.
Who was it? Was it
Radical Coder?
No, it was last night. I think it was last night that we were both on a stream. I think it was Grids. I believe it was Grids, and they said that you had the voice. Like after you left, the whole like they were just the voice of reason. That's exactly what they said. I think it was Grids last night.
So that bit, all right. I'm 47 years old. I've been married for 17 years. I have one child that is mine and 2 children that are other people's children. And I've raised maybe 15.
Okay.
I have seen people take their lives and throw it away. I've seen children grow up to be respectable individuals and then turn around and turn into dope fiends. I've seen children grow up to be dope fiends and turn around and become respectable individuals. It is a difficult thing to identify who has the strength to be a person and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Most people are NPCs. There is no point in conversating with an NPC. If all they have to do to reset their fucking brain is look at ChatGPT and see what they have to say about it,
Yeah.
fuck them.
That's exactly how I feel. That's
I
why
will give them 2, maybe 3 tries.
When they threw me up with Kel, I was very surprised because I didn't jump up there to kind of debate one-on-one really quick. And then the whole journal, because she mentioned, you know, are you going to read your kids' journals? I'm like, damn right, I'm going to read their journals. I'm their parent. I have 3 kids myself. I have 3 boys. I got all boys.
Okay. All right. Let's take that. Let's do that. All right. You wanting to do like a debate space type thing?
I if you want to, I don't know.
No, I'm asking you. All right. Well, let me back up. I fell backwards into the live streaming thing. I didn't know anything about it and just kind of stumbled into it. And everybody was like, no, you're great at it. You should do it. Turns out I'm Sasquatch the Entertainer. Had no fucking clue. That being said,
No.
I know a lot of debate spaces, a lot of debate bros, debate chicks, these people.
Yeah.
I do not usually walk people into that garden and turn them loose, right? Because that's not safe territory to release a YouTuber into.
No. Personally, I'm neither. So I'm just, I kind of just go into everything blindsided in a sense.
And that's not going to be a good thing long term.
Yeah.
The issue is eventually you either have to figure out what the 37 conventional topics are, or you have to figure out what the 37 acceptable mentions are. What I mean by this is you can go into virtually any debate space and talk politics, religion, sociology. There's a dozen sciences you can debate. They're all, proto-sciences, quasi-sciences. You're always talking about social engineering is what it comes down to, really.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at. If you're going to be on YouTube, you're into social engineering. I spent 2 years socially engineering my channel to have a specific effect, and it worked like a charm. I just didn't have a second idea.
See, when I say blindsided, like I watch a lot of these videos, and I have for probably a good year. Like when I have the time, I sit down and I watch videos, and I watch a lot of people's debates, and I watch people's lives. And I didn't have the courage to jump on. I kind of got it from my husband because he's been doing this for a long, like he hasn't been on the panels, but he watches, and he comes home and tells me, his opinions on this and that and who said what, this, whatever. We talk about a lot about these, and everybody has their own opinion about everything. They honestly do.
Sure.
When you're bringing a lot of people together, that's where things kind of get serious. And that's what kind of makes me nervous, because I expected to go into this and fall flat on my face several times until I get back up.
That's hardcore. Homecoming queen to dope fiend.
Yeah.
That's a learning curve.
Yeah.
You need to be careful with that person. I'm one of these people. I dealt, like, when you come across a hardcore junkie that's come out from rock bottom and actually has stayed clean,
Yeah.
you're talking about somebody who can take trauma straight to the fucking face like it's nothing. You can bitch about it all you want. Don't give a shit. I've heard worse. You can come at me as hard as you like, and I'm going to take it as a powder puff because I've had people come at me for money with weapons. Like, go fuck yourself. I'm not interested. I don't have time for your bullshit, right?
It's kind of like
That
the same
being
thing
said,
for me. Like,
I am also courteous.
like I've dealt with a lot in my family. There has been several people on my dad's side that are dope fiends, that are addicted. I even have a brother that, like I grew up with 3 older brothers. I'm the youngest. He was the one that was in varsity football, varsity wrestling. He was top notch, straight A's, everything. He's in and out of prison right now. And in and out of prison, he's trying to transform into trans because of the men in there trying to tell him. And that's when I've tried to help him several times in the past, and I told him, you know what, when you're ready, you can come to me. I'll be here, but until then, there's nobody that's going to change your mind.
I have a very simple point where I decided I was no longer a junkie.
Mm-hmm.
And this sounds absurd. You're not going to believe me when I tell you.
I probably will.
But it was this thing that happened. I'm strung out on every drug known to man, passed out on the couch. My daughter comes over and shakes me, wakes me up, and then whispers in my ear, "I don't want to see you die," and then leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't actually awake, but I heard it.
Yep.
And I didn't hear anything else for almost a year. Right before I went to sleep, right after I woke up, when I was walking down the fucking street, when I was fucking making toast, that kept echoing in my head.
Yeah.
It kept echoing in my head. I could not get rid of it. And there came a point where I couldn't. This is the quote. I would rather die than live one more day as the person I once was.
Exactly.
So I had the seizures. I had all of the negative effects of getting off smack. I had all the negative effects of getting off benzos. I had all the negative effects of getting off meth. I had all of that shit all at the same time. And do you know how I handled it? I shit myself and had a seizure. That's how you handle it.
Yeah.
It sucks. No part of it is enjoyable. There is no part of it that I would recommend to a friend or an enemy for that matter.
Yeah.
But at this point, having come to the other side of that, yes, I drink alcohol. Alcohol is not my drug of choice. Mm-hmm. Alcohol is actually something I use to make money on YouTube and pass kidney stones. It's sort of
I get that, yeah, 100%. I grew up from, like, I don't want to say a very old family, but I guess old fashioned. Like, what really triggered me to you per se is you remind me a lot of my Uncle Timmy. My Uncle Timmy lived with me and my parents and our family for many years. You know, he was my uncle that, gave me, behind closed doors, without my parents knowing. He's like, here, drink the alcohol. Here's weed. Go take it to your friend's house, whatever. Like, I don't give a shit if you drink or if you smoke, just don't tell your parents you got it from me. But he was always the guy that always made sure I was responsible, like, if you don't want to tell your parents, you're drunk at a party, you can always call me and I'll get you back home. I'll get you home safe. I will make sure that whoever you're with or anybody, I'll get them home safe, And
I have a philosophy of children.
Mm-hmm.
Children did not choose where they are, how they got where they are, or who put them there. So children in my world get a free pass for the most part. Yeah. Now, specific children who try to gaslight people and have come to the point where they are doing that sort of thing, fuck them. Mm-hmm. The children in general, I don't care if it's your kid, my kid, the neighbor's kid, some kid down the freaking street, mm-hmm. They get exactly the same treatment. Yeah. They get a fucking little icy pop and some good advice and a pat on the back to go get them, boy. Go get them, girl. Like, you're the one. You're going to make it. You're the astronaut. You're the president. You go do that thing.
Yep. And that's what, I still talk to my uncle Timmy, like at least once a week. And we're like country, like he's on the other side of the country, but he was a person that, he trusted me enough to let me do these things. But he was also the type that if I was doing something fucking stupid, he's going to tell me in my face, like, what the fuck are you doing? And my parents were the same way. My parents are very open. Like, I'm the type of kid that when I was growing up, I didn't have to hide my journal. I didn't have to do any of this type of shit to hide shit.
Hold on. We need to do some YouTube things.
Okay.
You've shared your stream. You're now streaming to your channel, correct?
I believe I am. I clicked it up here.
So you have a computer? Are you using a laptop, desktop, something like that?
I'm using a laptop, but I also have my phone next to me that I kind of keep.
Okay. Either, this is your choice, up to you how you do this. Either A, open your email that is associated with your YouTube so that it's visible and you can see it in the event that something happens to get it taken down. They'll send you an email right before they give you a strike, and you can remove it yourself before you get a strike, right?
Yeah.
Or open your YouTube on your phone so that you can watch it muted, and that way you can interact with the chat and have all that stuff happen. I know it's available in StreamYard, but StreamYard doesn't tell you the things you need to know about YouTube.
Yeah, no, I get that. Thank you. It says I'm online, but it's not letting me click the video on my phone. I just checked my email. It just says I'm live. So
okay, cool. Go to your YouTube channel on your phone and click the video actually in the channel. It should bring it up and let you mute it or turn it down or however you want to handle that. And then set your chat to live and not top.
Okay, hold on. Live. Why is it not letting me click it? I'm clicking it, but it's not coming up. Oh, hold on.
Just give it a second.
There
Sometimes it takes some time.
So I gotta go. How do I do all this? Chat filter. Do I do top or all messages?
All. And
Okay.
that lets you see everything that happens in your chat, because it's possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can come in chat, type some shit, and nuke your channel. Now, I will see it over here on YouTube, or on StreamYard, but I can't stop it from StreamYard on your channel because I'm not a mod there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know how to make.
So let's say hypothetically somebody pops up and types NIG.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You'd have to block them, wouldn't you?
Right. Wouldn't you have to block them before they finish that stat?
Yeah. How do you do that if it's live?
It's in YouTube. You do it in YouTube. That's why you have your phone open to your YouTube so that you can use it to block anybody you need to block. Now, granted, you can do it on your laptop too. My laptop has an issue with playing my StreamYard and my YouTube simultaneously. It freaks the fuck out for some reason. So what I have to do,
whenever I join people's lives, I start from YouTube, and then when it takes me to StreamYard, I click out YouTube on the laptop, and then I usually go to like my phone and kind of turn it down and watch it. So now that I'm on here, I'm watching mine, but on yours. So, okay. Thank you. Because I don't think, honestly, people wouldn't take their time out to show me that kind of stuff either. So I really appreciate that.
We'll have to do a Sasquatch Shills later.
All right.
That's a totally different sort of thing. That's actually how I've set up almost all of my channel, is through Sasquatch Shills. When I started my channel, I was going to read Westerns, but I got a broken mic. the microphone would not work in OBS, but did work in StreamYard just fine. Don't know why. Can't figure it out. Never did figure it out. Still have the mic. Won't give it away because it's broken. That being said, after joining a StreamYard panel and then joining another one, I suddenly had a list as long as my arm of people inviting me to come talk to different people on different panels and different channels.
Yeah.
And then someone told me, it was like, hey, you should set up a show where, because I have a tendency of asking a bunch of questions that people don't want to answer and shit. And I don't really take bullshit well. So I kind of skip the bullshit and go straight to the stuff that seems to matter to me, at least. You noticed, I don't know, were you here when Powder Dusty was here earlier?
No, I wasn't here when he was here.
He kept calling me AI. That's part of it. It's a pattern recognition thing. I'm autistic as fuck, and I see things that most people miss. So, like body language type stuff, facial recognition type stuff, that sort of shit. Also, since I've been addicted to every single drug known to man, I have the ability of looking at somebody and going, yeah, that bitch is on smack. She's on meth. That chick over there, she's doing GHB. That's totally different.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I have the sense of, I was on dope. Well, I guess I don't want to say smack because it wasn't smack, but dope.
Was it? Okay, hold on. Are we talking pills or are we talking about street powder?
Street powder. It's not.
Probably fentanyl. You don't know what you were on.
No, I know. I just don't want to say it on here because I don't want, to get flagged. But you can turn it into powder, but it wasn't powder.
Okay. All right. However you want to handle it. I'm not trying to make you admit to shit I don't know about.
But I kind of can get a feel of those kind of people because there's a lot of those type of people from my hometown. And that's another thing I'm thankful that I got away from. Because after I got clean, after a year, you kind of look around and you're just.
I'm still in my hometown.
Yeah. And it's hard. Well,
I did it the hardcore way.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Yeah. That's what I got out of mine.
Hold on. I got a fucked up situation. This is so fucked up. Mm-hmm. So I have an unusual marriage. I occasionally have side chicks if they're approved of by my wife. At one point in time, I had a side chick approved of by my wife, and everything was copacetic. Home chick tried to seduce me to the dark side, so to speak. Wanted me to leave my wife and run off to some cabin in the mountains that didn't fucking exist or some shit. And I had to tell her straight up. I was like, look, I'm happily married. I love my wife. I am not an unhappy man. I'm not like you are in an unhappy marriage, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not interested in fucking up my life just to make you happier. And that shit pissed her off to no end. Her response to this was to not tell me a word about the situation, but to decide to go to my best friend and tell him the same thing. And of course, he bit. Married 15 years. His wife's a transgender man. He's not exactly happy with the circumstance. He went with it. I have no issue with any of this. The problem I had was I had been clean for 2 years at that point. And this cunt decided to use drugs as the reason why people shouldn't talk to me. Because she didn't want people to find out that we'd been fucking for 5 months.
Wow.
I'm talking about like lunchtime dips.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you on that one, except that some bitches can be trusted and some can't. And that goes for men and women. Most of the bitches.
My brother, after I got clean, I was clean for over a year. I was clean. Like my parents moved me out to California, came back clean a year. My oldest brother that I was talking about that's in and out of prison on drugs, before this all happened, he was on drugs, but he was trying to get me to hang out with him and his girlfriend. And I knew his girlfriend before he knew her because I kind of was in that scene before he was. And I tried warning him of it, not knowing that he was already in it, that he was doing the drugs. And he kept trying to get me to come hang out with him. If you don't come hang out with me, I'm going to tell so-and-so this. I'm going to tell so-and-so that. And that's kind of when I looked at my brother and I said, that's it. I got to cut you off. Because if I don't, you're going to bring me down with you. And that's when I told him, you know what?
So yeah, that's about where I'm at with my baby mama, honestly. Yeah. Let me give you this tidbit. We've got a kid, right? Our kid is the middle child. I've been there for all three of them. I've raised all three of them. The whole thing has taken place. This is over. They're all adults. And this is the part that pissed me off. This is the one thing now. I could be pissy about it, but I don't do it in person, right? This cunt, literally the day after her son turned 18, her youngest kid turned 18, she fucking dipped out to some crack whores in another town. Just fucking left to go hoe out. Didn't tell anybody, didn't mention it. Nobody. She was married, had 3 kids, was living a life. Dude works for the city. He's a good kid. There's no specific reason I can point at that this chick would completely buck the system and walk off except drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She walked away literally the day after her son turned 18. No excuse, no explanation, didn't tell nobody, just fucked right off.
Yeah.
And expects me to treat her with respect, which is an interesting point because I don't.
It's not.
I now have 2 of her children living in my house, and I'm taking care of the 3rd one and her fucking mother because she just fucking walked away from the situation. Comfortable situation, city job, benefits, everything, extra money, had spending money available in
There's
her
only
life.
one reason for something like that.
Drugs.
You're right. All right.
You know, Easy Pop?
Hold on. I got to step away for a minute because I got a 5-month-old and I got to take care of her. So if you want to keep me on, that's fine, but I'm going to be away for...
No, you do you, boo-boo. I got time.
All right. I'll be away for a couple minutes. Just give me a minute.
Shit happens. Life sucks. We deal with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Caucasian Sasquatch. I like money. Other people like money too, but don't give it to them. Give it to me. Because I'm the one that gives you the voice. I'm the one that gives you what you really want. Puppies being silly.
Smile, show me your smile. Smile.
Right, and that is what I give you. You should join us now or leave us forever. Yep. Dear God, I'm fucking starving. I'm so hungry right now. I'm definitely going to have a Waffle House moment later. Actually, Huskies are damaged goods from the very beginning. If you've ever encountered a Husky, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They just keep on being nuts. I don't know what to do with the circumstances.
Yeah. Introduction.
Pretty girl.
Wow. He's sucking that pussy, ain't he?
What? No. No.
Are you bored, Momo? Mr. Mo, are you a bored kitty cat? Oh.
For specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 3 weeks, and can reduce or eliminate oral steroids.
So this is Leah.
Kelly.
This is Leah.
Fucking cats. You got time.
Wrote it down. It came out.
Now what? What does the cat do? It must fight for survival.
Trigger. She boxing you now.
And that's what you get for messing with it. Stop messing around, girl.
She's being tortured so much. Yes, she is. Hey, baby, love you.
Love you too.
Bunny. Bunny.
Well, that fucked up a game of shoots and ladders.
I got.
And that's the end of Candyland. Puppies are so cute. And cats are not.
No braces, everything's hands. You do realize you're sitting in a pool of water, buddy.
All right, so if you've never had a cat that liked water, it's a weird experience. It's not like normal cats, right? So I've had 2 cats that liked water. I had one that was absolutely obsessed with it. If you put a bowl of water out, this fucker would go lay in it. You had to make bowls small enough that he couldn't fit in it, and then he'd just sit there and pat at it with his paw. Wild.
You're getting drenched. Fruit Loop.
You gotta love a cat that likes potatoes. That's an Irish cat. That cat is thirsty. Hold on. There are a few things that will motivate a cat to learn to open a door. Water and food are two of them. If you don't have sufficient water for a cat, they will figure out how to get to your toilet. If they've got to freaking open a door, they'll do that. If they've got to go under it through the little fucking gap at the bottom, I've seen them do that shit.
Yep. I got a cat that knows how to. He hits the door. He hits the door handle. He'll like ring it like a bell. But all right, I hate to cut it short, but I gotta get off.
You do you, boo boo. I'm about done too.
Well, thanks for having me on. So you have a good night.
Much love. Don't let the man get you down. And remember, Sasquatch says.
Sasquatch. Bye, you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have reached the end of our guests. Let's see. That's still Thumping Weevil. I've still got an Arctic Party, and I've still got my stream. So it looks like everybody's fixing to lose out on what happens after the fact. If you're interested in the after party where I actually drink hard, click the link. Come join me. We'll watch some fucking probably Vox Machina. That's what I've been watching. And after that, you can decide what you want to do with it.
Welcome to space. What were you expecting? It's a dangerous place. Thank you for investing. Go there for your rota, there for your orders. Fill up these quotas, we'll bill for your quarters. Report to your foreman, but watch for marauders. Cause if you get eaten, there's fees for your mourners. Prosperity's there in the care of magnates. In halcyon heaven awaits. Did you think it was supposed to look like the poster? It mostly does, oh, if you'd only read closer. Just 10 short years to a new frontier. Snooze as you cruise and you'll wake up here. You've been trapped in that ship for an awful long time, so perhaps you have simply forgot what you signed. Oh, honestly, did you not read the colony policy that defined you as company property? That waivers your say in autonomy. The conglomerates got you in lock and key. We put the dollar back into idolatry. If you're upset, you can rent an apology. We are a family forged in bureaucracy. No I in team, but there's con in economy. Were you expecting adventure? Were you hoping for fun? My friend, you're indentured and pleasure's exempt from your tenure. So venture back down to your slum that's provided at generous prices. Your worth is determined by your sacrifices. A small term of service went down on the surface. Internment's a freebie that comes with the purchase. We work to earn the right to work. 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 To earn the right to give ourselves the right to die. Ourselves the right to live. To earn the right to die.
To our little town, why don't you settle down? You just fill out the paperwork and you could look around. We're happy as can be inside the Valley Cannery. We live to pack the cans of meat and not to question where it's found until we end up in the ground around the corner in the yard. You know, we thought we liked the sound of finding glory in the stars. The borders taught us to be proud of never reaching very far. So we earn what we're allowed and give it right back at the bar.
The ale to cure what ails you. Zero G brew, your favorite flavor. So work till you bleed, ennobled by labor, then purchase relief from your local retailer. If you'd rather drop dead, that's fine, but you know to drop it down dead, there's a fine. So you do your job and I'll do mine. I gotta meet a 6 foot deep bottom line. We make a fortune for the board by selling boredom door to door, because it's all that we deserve and it is all we can afford. The secrets of the universe and all the worlds to be explored, but our dreams are back on earth and now the work is our reward. And you'll be grateful for seats at the table, though it dips at one end and the bench is unstable. You may waste your days, but at least you were able to pay off your grave since we leased you your cradle. Be faithful and pray, we'll repay what you invest. Behave as you slave for humanity's interest. On account that you're all on account and we're quickly amounting humanity's interest. You'd think that we'd sink to the brink of rebellion with markets dependent on peddling weapons. The architect tells them the secret to heaven is simply consuming whatever we sell them. We work to earn the right to work. To earn the right to work. To earn the right to work. here and initial here. Welcome to the family.